Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So as you know that we have started a series where we are discussing 5000 objective questions of mechanical engineering. This is the 24th part of this video, and here we are discussing the question from 1150 to 1200. So let's begin the video. So the very first question, what is casting in context of metalworking? The answer is, it is a process of shaping the metal by melting and pouring into the mold. So here you can see the process of casting. First we melt the material and then we pour that melted material into the cavity so as to get the final component. Next question, which technology is the basis of 3D printing? The answer is layer by layer material addition. So in case of 3D printing, we add the material layer by layer so as to get a final component. Next question, what is the standard file format used for 3D printing? The answer is STL. The long form of STL is Standard Tessellation Language. So this is the process in 3D printing. First we have to build the model with the help of any CAD software like CATIA, ProE. Then we have to convert that 3D model into STL file. That STL file is then transferred to slicing software where the tool path and layer slices are generated, and then that is then transferred to the 3D printer, and then 3D printer deposit the 3D component. Next question, which material is not typically used in additive manufacturing? Here the answer is wood. So here you can see the different material that is used in additive manufacturing like ceramic, smart material, electronic material, biomaterial, composite, hybrid, functionally graded material, alloy, polymeric and metallic material. But wood is not used in additive manufacturing. Next question, what is the process of solidifying a liquid photopolymer using a light source called? So the answer is stereolithography, SLA. So it uses the laser as a source for melting the material. What is the primary advantage of additive manufacturing? The answer is ability to produce complex geometries. So with the help of additive manufacturing, you can produce complex geometries like this, which is not possible with the help of any other manufacturing process. Next question, what is FDM in additive manufacturing? The answer is fuse deposition modeling. So here you can see the FDM process where the PLA filament is used. It is then heated and melted in the heater and deposited with the help of nozzle in form of various layers. So this process is known as FDM, fuse deposition modeling. Next question, which additive manufacturing method uses a powder bed and laser? The answer is selective laser sintering. So this is the selective laser sintering process where the material is in the form of powder and it is then fused with the help of laser source. So the process is selective laser sintering. Next question, what is the difference between SLA and DLP? So SLA uses the laser whereas DLP uses projector. So this is the SLA process where you can see the laser source is used, and this is the DLP process. Next question, which additive manufacturing process is most suitable for metal part? The answer is direct metal laser sintering. So this is the direct metal laser sintering where the material is in the form of powder. Metal powder is there and a laser source is used to fuse the material or to sinter the material. So DMLS is a process that sinter the metal powder layer by layer using a laser source. Next question, what is the term for combining multiple material in a single 3D printing process? The answer is multi-material printing. So here you can see the multi-material printing process. So four different nozzles are used to deposit 4 different material. Next question, Which parameter is critical in layer based additive manufacturing? The answer is layer height. Layer height is very critical. So here you can see this these 5 different components, they are deposited with the help of different layer height, and you can observe the surface finish. So here the layer height is 0.5 mm, where you can see clearly the various layers, whereas here we have kept the layer height as 0.1 mm and it is having smooth surface finish. So layer height is a critical parameter in additive manufacturing process. Next question, which is not an application of additive manufacturing? The answer is injection molding. So here you can see the process of injection molding. Here the options were tooling, injection molding, rapid prototyping and biomedical implant. So out of this, injection molding is not an application of additive manufacturing. Next question, what is the build platform in 3D printing? So build platform is nothing but the surface where the layers are deposited. So this is the build platform, and on this build platform we have deposited this part. Next question, in powder bed fusion, what is the primary role of recoater blade? The answer is to spread a uniform layer of powder. So here you can see the recoater blade, okay, and it is used to spread the uniform layer of powder so as it is sintered with the help of laser beam. Next question, what is the topology optimization in additive manufacturing? The answer is reducing part weight while maintaining strength. So topology optimization modifies the geometry to maximize performance while minimizing the material usage. So here you can see this is the topology optimization. So earlier the part is completely solid, but the same part we can manufacture it by using this topology optimization, where we haven't reduced the strength of the material, but the usage of material is reduced. Here the less material is used as compared to this one. Next question, which of the following material can be used in binder jetting? The answer is metal powder. So metal powder is used in case of binder jetting. So here you can see the process of binder jetting, and the material is in the form of powder. Next question, what is the main challenge of 3D printing large part? The answer is warping and shrinkage. So the large part, they are subjected to warpage and shrinkage. Next question, what does overhang refer to in additive manufacturing? So the answer is a design feature extending outward without support. So here you can see the overhang. Now this portion is extended outward without any support, and that is known as overhang. Next question, what is the typical accuracy of additive manufacturing process? The answer is plus minus 0.1 mm to 0.3 mm. Next question, what is the primary benefit of additive manufacturing in tooling? The answer is quick production of complex tool. So additive manufacturing significantly reduces lead time for creating intricate tooling geometries. So such kind of simple tools are only required in case of additive manufacturing, but if you go with the machining process, in that case very complex tools like single point cutting tool, multi-point cutting tools, milling cutters, drill bits are required. Next question, which additive manufacturing process directly print part using wire or rod of material? The answer is wire arc additive manufacturing, where the fed stock is in the form of wire. Next question, in additive manufacturing, which term refers to the process of melting powder with a focus energy source? The answer is sintering. Okay, so the sintering involves heating the powder to a temperature where particles fuse without full melting. So this is the sintering process where the material is in the form of powder it is distributed with the help of roller, and then it is fused with the help of a laser beam. Next question, what type of software is commonly used to slide 3D CAD model for additive manufacturing? Here the answer is slicing software. So slicing software converts 3D model into a thin layer and generates G code for printing. So this is your CAD model. It is then slices with the help of slicing software. What is the main purpose of support structure in 3D printing? So the answer is maintain overhang stability during the printing. So here you can see the support structure. Now this is the overhang of this part, and it is then supported with the help of this support. Which property is most critical for evaluating strength of printed part in additive manufacturing? The answer is tensile strength. Tensile strength indicates the load bearing capacity of the material and printed part. Next question, what is the primary limitation of what photopolymerization process like SLA? The answer is high material cost, because photopolymer resin used in SLA are expensive and specific to the process. So these are the resins which are used. Next question, which of the following additive manufacturing technique is most suitable for food printing? The answer is extrusion based printing. So extrusion based process can deposit food safe material like chocolate or dough. So here you can see the extrusion process, and that this process can be used to deposit the various food items. Next question, what is the purpose of post processing in additive manufacturing? The answer is it improves surface quality and removes support. So this is the entire processes, like pre-processing is there, then intermediate processing, and after that post-processing. What is the primary energy source for electron beam melting, that is EBM? So the answer is electron beam. So here you can see the electron beam, and this is the material in form of wire. This wire is melted with the help of this electron beam so as to deposit it layer by layer. In powder bed fusion, what happens if the laser speed is fast? The answer is incomplete bonding process. So if the laser moves too quickly, insufficient energy is delivered to melt and fuse the powder. Okay, so here you can see the laser source is used to fuse the material, and if it is moving fast, in that case there will be incomplete fusion. Next question, which term describes the process of depositing material along a path using controlled motion? The answer is direct energy deposition. So this is the direct energy deposition, where the material is in the form of wire and it is then deposited with the help of direct energy source, which is in the form of electric arc or beam. What is the usual unit of layer thickness in additive manufacturing? The answer is micron. So here you can see different layer thickness, and the unit of layer thickness is micron. Which material property is most affected by rapid cooling in additive manufacturing? The answer is ductility. Rapid cooling can reduce ductility and lead to brittle part due to residual stresses. Next question, which standard specifies the terminology for additive manufacturing? The answer is ASTM F2792. Next question, in additive manufacturing, what does print orientation influence the most? The answer is layer adhesion and surface finish. So here you can see the different orientation. This is flat orientation, this is on the edge, and this is upright. So with the help of different orientation we can deposit the part, and print orientation determines the strength and appearance of the printed part. Next question, which of the following is hybrid manufacturing process? Here the answer is warm combined with milling. So here you can see this is wire arc additive manufacturing, where we are depositing the material layer by layer, and after that it is integrated with milling process. Next question, which is not a typical post-processing method in additive manufacturing? The answer is powder spreading, because powder spreading is done earlier. Powder spreading is a part of printing process, not post-processing. So the powder is spread and then it is deposited. Next question, what does anisotropy in additive manufacturing mean? The answer is different properties in different direction. That is known as anisotropy. Due to layer by layer nature, part often exhibit anisotropy properties. Next question, which additive manufacturing process is most commonly used for rapid prototyping in automotive industry? The answer is stereolithography. So stereolithography is widely used in automotive prototyping for its high precision and surface finish. Next question, in additive manufacturing, what is the main role of slicing software? The answer is convert a CAD model into layer by layer instruction. So slicing software, first of all we have to make the CAD model, then it is transferred to a slicing software where it is converted into layer by layer and then it is deposited. Next question, what is a significant challenge in additive manufacturing of metal part? The answer is thermal distortion and residual stresses. So thermal cycle during printing can create residual stresses affecting part accuracy and strength. Next question, what is the primary advantage of directed energy deposition over other additive manufacturing method? The answer is ability to repair or add material to the existing part. So here you can see, here you can add the material with the help of wire arc additive manufacturing or directed energy deposition techniques, and you can get a final component like this. Next question, which type of additive manufacturing involves the use of liquid photopolymer cured by ultraviolet light? The answer is stereolithography. So stereolithography, it uses UV light. Okay, so here you can see the entire process of stereolithography. Next question, why is topology optimization important in additive manufacturing? The answer is it minimizes material usage and enhances part performance. So this is topology optimization. Here you can see the less material is used and with the same strength the component is manufactured. Next question, what is the difference between selective laser sintering and selective laser melting? The answer is selective laser melting melts the material while selective laser sintering partially fuses the material. So this is the difference, right? Here you can see the process. Selective laser melting, where the material is melted, whereas in case of selective laser sintering the material is fused. Next question, which additive manufacturing process is best suited for producing functional part in aerospace application? The answer is powder bed fusion. So powder bed fusion can create high strength and lightweight component ideal for aerospace. This is powder bed fusion process. Next question, what does the term build volume refers to in additive manufacturing? The answer is the maximum size of the part that can be printed, that is known as build volume. So build volume is the maximum dimensional capacity of additive manufacturing machine. Next question, what is the purpose of recoater in powder bed fusion? So the answer is it apply fresh layer of powder. So here you can see this is the recoater. Okay, and with the help of laser the part is sintered, and once the layer is sintered, the next layer is then distributed with the help of or sprayed with the help of this recoater. The last question, which of the following is benefit of binder jetting over other additive manufacturing process? The answer is it do not need any support structure. So here you can see the binder jetting process, and no support structure is needed in case of binder jetting. So these are 50 questions on the basis of additive manufacturing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.